The people around you, they can pretend that they're fine, they're totally okay. Little do you know that they're going through so dangerous a mental illness that one shivers at the mention of its name. A killer in disguise, depression. Depression doesn't have a face. It turns one against oneself, making this battle a silent one yet filled with agonizing pain, and tend to lead oneself to committing suicide. Unfortunately, most people choose to live so obliviously instead of sitting down and talking about this matter like one would talk about the weather or politics. It's true what they say. Depression is everywhere. It lives in your very soul, plotting its attack like a lioness preying on its target. According to psychiatrists, depression is a common mental disorder in psychiatry. In other words, depression is a mood disorder, causing you to feel inexplicable sadness and lose interest for a long period of time. It distracts you by making you feel tired, empty, sometimes become hopeless and prone to having negative thoughts. In severe cases, depression makes you suicidal. Picture depression as the boogeyman, that scary creature that your mom told you about when you were a child, creeping on everyone's doorsteps, knocking on doors, calling businessmen with stress from work, or even innocent children whose parents give them not the loving and caring that they deserve, but the coldness in their voice whenever they speak to their children. This reminds me of me when I was dealing with myself, this darkness inside of me. Those days of living in the dark alone are behind me, but I could never be able to shake those awful feelings off my chest. I remember when I was a child, I used to have this hiding place whenever I played hide and seek with my little sister. It was a small, dark corner just beneath my dresser. Looking back, I realized that that's what depression felt like to me. I crawled into that dark corner myself, and the difference now was that I couldn't get out. No matter how hard I tried to push open the doors, and then suddenly I heard a voice. A voice that sounded so similar to mine, but I just knew that it wasn't mine, for it sounded so persuasive, like a true villain in a movie. It was always telling me, "You don't deserve to be here. This world would be so much better without you. No one would give a damn about you when you disappear. No one." I could vaguely remember what I was doing on those gut-wrenching days, but surprisingly, I remembered these words clearly, word by word, and was able to recite them like Rain Man. I could never be able to shake off the feeling that there was something lurking in the dark, waiting for me to turn most vulnerable and then strike again, pulling me back into the darkness once more. These memories still haunt me and visit me in my dreams, but I'm glad to say that it's no longer that severe. How, you may ask? Well, I started to live my life by Barney Stinson quote, a character in the famous TV series How I Met Your Mother. When I'm sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Why awesome? Being awesome won't help you get rid of depression that easily. But in many ways, being awesome gives you the strength on your journey of finding your true self, your happiness in life, hence leading you away from the mental illness. Of course, you will need someone or something to help you get up and be your emotional support until you're capable of standing on your own 2 feet. How are we going to find that emotional support? How do we know when it's there? I'd like to tell you a story. There was a soldier trapped in a pit. His commander passed by, saw him, threw him a shovel, and told him, "Keep digging, son, and everything will pass." And he kept digging and digging, and he got deeper and deeper. A paramedic passed by, saw him, threw him a handful of drugs, and told him, "Drink these pills, it'll help you." He swallowed the pills, forgot reality, and slank into a peaceful slumber. When he woke up and the pills' effects wore off, he woke up to find himself still trapped under the hole. And then, in desperation, he heard another soldier calling out through the hole. And that soldier jumped down into the pit. This one asked, "Are you crazy? No one can help me get out of here. What are you doing here?" And the other soldier replied, "I was here too, and I'll help you out of this place." There may be dark days ahead, but this time you'll find a small beam of light from the people who you choose to trust and be your emotional support, whose hands would reach out to you without hesitation. You see, you can't say everything's going to be okay and expect people to automatically feel better. No, life is not that easy. And of course, depression is not that easy, trust me. Also, keep in mind that antidepressants can only help you. They can't completely cure you. It's the loving and the caring. No matter how small they may be, no matter where they come from, they can come from a dog, a cat, or a person. Now that's what matters.